game in
And
here.
the Pokemon.
Pokemon. Thrilling.
Sweet. Well, we would buy that. Yeah, this is
You
pretty
would?
cool too. Absolutely.
Can I see that real quick?
How
That's
much
awesome.
would you like for all this stuff, including these golf games?
I'll go and get
Make
that
me an
for you.
offer. I really don't know. What do you want? This is a light thing too. I don't know if that's anything you.
This was always my favorite color.
And you can have the system in the box.
I don't know. What do they go for?
These, I have no idea what a Game Boy goes for. I know for a
mean,
fact that sports games are the least valuable out of every type of game.
I mean, maybe would you go 15 for all of it, or?
How about 10? How's 10 working? Because we split it, so we could each pay $5. He could take that.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. All right.
And you can put all that right in there and just take. That's a light thing that
cool.
attaches onto it.
That
I
makes
would
it
have
easier.
no use for it since I wouldn't have the Game Boy. So.
Okay.
What do
And
you
I
get?
will leave you my phone number. They have a bunch of Super Nintendo games, but they have to. He's out in Sierra Vista, so they're gonna
gotcha.
wait to decide on it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
Especially-
have a lot of them, but we've got Jurassic
Yeah.
Park, a couple of Marios, Kirby's Avalanche. I was just looking at them in there. Jurassic Park.
What is going on, YouTube? White here, back in the building. Fanta failed to evolve tonight for the pickup video. It's okay because when we went yard selling, we only had one find anyway. So I'm going to do the pickup video, just myself and Doge down here, who had to be right in the middle of everything. And we're going to show you guys what I got. This week was all about handheld stuff. Everything we got was handheld stuff. The biggest weekend ever for handheld stuff, at least for me, and I'm sure Fanta as well. We'll start off with the yard sale find we had. The woman had a bunch of boxed Super Nintendo games, but she would not part with any of them but the 2 golf games, of course. So we were kind of defeated. We were getting ready to leave, and then I popped a question. I said, well, what about handheld stuff, Game Boy, Nintendo DS, any of that stuff? And she said, yeah, I actually do have a Game Boy Color. And as I always tell Fanta, even if Game Boy lots aren't that exciting, there's like a 90% chance that a Game Boy lot will come with a Pokemon game. I mean, that's just how it always happens. This time was no exception. So she went into the house, and the first 2 things she came out with, Jack Nicklaus Golf, complete in box Super Nintendo game. I usually don't buy sports games, but when they're complete in box and in nice condition, I'll buy them just to throw them on the bookshelf, if for nothing else, just to admire the artwork. And Waylay Country Club, another golf game here, pretty boring cover art. They just took a picture of a guy swinging a golf club, and that's their cover art. But nice condition, they'll end up on the bookshelf. Probably will never end up getting played. And then she came out with the really good, exciting item. Fanta is going to actually take this one, and that is a complete in box, very nice condition, Kiwi Game Boy Color. Is that the type it is? Yeah, Kiwi Game Boy Color. Kind of a limeish color. And somewhere in here is a Gex game on Game Boy. I think it's in this box somewhere. But the system itself is in pretty good condition. The back battery cover is there. And the reason we really wanted to get the Super Nintendo from these guys is because everything is just really adult-owned and in excellent condition and complete. So the Super Nintendo games could have been a big find, but we called her back, and we just couldn't get her to part with them. So you can't always win them all. But then the good game that came with the Game Boy inside of it was a Pokemon Red, and she kind of joked about it. She's like, I'm sure you guys are really excited about that. And yeah, actually I am really excited about it. The save battery works, but I'll probably replace it and put a new one in anyway, just so you don't get halfway through your game and then have the save battery die out on you. Now I'll get into the Craigslist deal, which was pretty ridiculous. He had a DS and 8 games listed on his original post, and then I do what I always do. I fish a little bit and see if they have anything else they want to sell. And long story short, I got this entire lot of games for $140, which sounds like a ton of money, and it is for Craigslist, but since we didn't have anything at the garage sales and there was a bunch of titles in here that I really wanted, I had no problem spending $140. The lot is probably worth easily double that, so I'll show you guys what I got here. The first thing is a black Nintendo DSi. Pretty good condition. It looked dirty when I first got it, and then I cleaned it up a little bit, and it cleaned up really nice. That's some advice I have for you guys at yard sales or the flea market. A lot of times games and systems will look terrible, and they'll actually clean up really nice. It's the scratches and stuff that you want to worry about, but when it just looks dirty, give it a try, because usually it'll clean up to look really nice. The charger came with that. Oh, I'm sorry, did I wake you up? And we will first we'll get into the DS games. This was all part of the original lot, which was $100 initially, and then when he added on the Game Boy games, it went up to $140. So all this initially came with the DS for $100. Trauma Center, Under the Knife 2. Probably not going to keep this, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It doesn't sell for much, but I don't have any interest in playing it. Same thing with this one here, Elite Beat Agents. A very cheap game. If it's fun or not, I don't know. Maybe I'll play it one day. This is the one I really got the lot for. Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. And just pristine condition. Adult owned, very well maintained. All the labels are good, all the cases are good in this lot. He just did an awesome job. This is probably the real winner of the lot though. Chrono Trigger on DS in phenomenal shape. Map included back here, and it looks like the map never even came out of the box. It's still folded up. So this is a really nice find. I have this game. I got it at the swap meet a long time ago. I got this game at a swap meet, and I ended up buying the case and stuff on Google, or on eBay rather, just to complete the game. I'll probably just sell my copy because this one is perfect. My copy has some label damage, so I'll probably sell my copy and keep this new one. Okami Den, again complete and in excellent condition. I just bought Okami on the Wii, so I guess this is kind of the theme of the week has been the Okami games. Kingdom Hearts 35.5 Days, which is just the stupidest name I've ever heard of any video game. But I love Kingdom Hearts. I love the first two at least. I haven't played any of the other ones, but the first one was just an awesome game, an action RPG with all the Disney characters involved. The second one was awesome too because they did the Lion King finally in that one. I thought this was a 3DS exclusive game, so I was surprised to see it. Pokemon Conquest on the DS here. I've been told, I've never played, I've been told it's basically Final Fantasy Tactics but with Pokemon characters, and if that's the case it sounds awesome. But complete in box, mint condition, we'll be keeping that 100%. And the last one, the only one with a little bit of damage to the case, is Mario Kart DS. The case here has a little bit of ripping, you probably can't see it. Real easy fix. I'll get a DS case that's in good shape and I'll switch it out. Probably one of these Elite Beat Agents or something games. The game and instruction booklet are in pristine condition inside. Gonna keep this, I believe. Yeah, I should keep this. I don't think I have a loose disc anywhere. We got it once at a yard sale a long time ago. So that's a good find. $100 for that. But what really made the deal awesome was these games I'm about to show you for $40. This lot was exceptional. This is the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff. First thing is one of these stupid e-readers. Literally no interest in that. It comes with all these games, Balloon Fight. 100% selling this. I don't have any interest in playing the NES games on the Game Boy. We got Pokemon Pinball here. Really cool Rumble Pack feature. I played that game a ton when it first launched. Top Gear Pocket, another Rumble Pack game. Obviously some sort of racing game. Second copy of this game in about 2 weeks. Zelda Link's Awakening, and the second copy to be in not very good shape. The 90th copy I found of this game in my channel's history, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Some I don't know anything about here. Dimmy Kids, Dark version. Drop a comment if you know what type of game that is. And here's my $40 back, alone almost. Zelda Ages and Zelda Seasons, both awesome condition. Have not tested the save batteries, but if they're bad, I know how to change it out, and I have all the batteries, so it's a real quick fix. Here's another one I'm keeping out of this lot, Zelda the Minish Cap. One of the, maybe the only Zelda game I've never played at all. Actually, you know what? I lied. I have played it. I didn't own it, but I did play it. It's one with where you have the goofy hat. Dragon Warrior 3. Gunstar Heroes. another Kingdom Hearts game, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This game was pretty cool. I played it quite a bit. Not when it came out, like many years after. Like I played it in like 2008 or something. But you use like cards and stuff. It's a pretty fun game. Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Really good launch title. I believe it was a launch title. If not, it came out right after the Game Boy. No, what am I saying? That's the sequel. Here's the original. The original Golden Sun. This came out with the Game Boy Advance. If not, right after the Game Boy Advance came out. Really good Final Fantasy style, turn-based RPG. One of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance right here. You play as the villain, which is pretty cool. You play as the bad guy. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Really interesting, fun, turn-based game. Compare it kind of to Fire Emblem if you've never played it. Really fun game. And Sonic Advance 2 is the last one here. I actually have played these. I did not like the Sonic games on Game Boy Advance. Not at all. So that is the whole lot. I paid $140 for that. Retail, I did the math. It came out to like $330, but that's after, I mean, you have to do shipping and fees and stuff. Long story short, I should be able to keep a lot of those games for free and get my money back, which every single weekend I go game hunting, my goal is to add to this collection for as cheap as possible, if not for free. And I've definitely done that. I would say that my game collection back here and my game collection in the living room is not only free, I'm sure I've made money collecting just off of reselling stuff I already have or stuff I don't want. So that is kind of the goal as a game collector, I think. So that is it for this week. We'll be back Saturday. Slow week of garage selling, obviously, this week. But things start to really pick up in Arizona. Late March, especially April, things get ridiculous here. And even though our summers are crazy hot, we usually have some pretty good luck throughout the summers as well, for whatever reason. People are always moving. So if the weather is good, they're going to have moving sales. You're going to have yard sales. The only reason we have them here in the winter is that it's 70 degrees in the winter here, and like snowing, 3 feet of snow in other parts of the country. 2 weeks ago we went garage selling. I did not say this in the video, but it was 90 degrees out 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. So it was actually hot. A lot of people would have been really hot with that weather. It was cool to us in Arizona, but 90 degrees, it was a record high for February for sure. So that is it. I am out. We say this every week. I'm going to say it just to keep tradition. Me and Fan are going to do some gameplays on the new channel. He was supposed to come over tonight, actually, but he'll probably come over tomorrow night. We'll get some retro games. We're going to do a Eternal Darkness gameplay. Really fun survival horror. If you haven't played it, you'll probably enjoy the gameplay because it's a fun game to watch people play, I think. So that's it. We're out. Later, guys.